So welcome again, my friends. Now it's time to work on the store settings page because it's a simple one and we already have everything needed to keep going. So what we need to do right now, let me just show you. We're going to do this manually. We are now in the /stores. So if you remember in our application, if I want to access the settings page, I have to go /stores, then the store URL, because this is a dynamic value that changes. And after that, I can go /settings. So I'm going to do this manually. I'm just going to go back to my database and pick the URL. So I'm going to take the URL of the store we created, and I'm just simply going to add it after stores, then / that URL. And that's now gonna show me the layout of the store page. Okay, so now when we do that, I can click on the settings and that's gonna take me to the store settings page right here. So when it does that, now I can show just simply the same form we have added before, but this time I'm gonna add also the data with it. So I'm gonna go back now and do this. So just simply in our page right here in the settings, I need to extract the actual store URL, because that's the one that I'm gonna use to get the store details. And as you can see, the store URL right here is a dynamic value, and we can so it's gonna work as a param. So to actually access the params in Next.js, it's very simple. You just specify that you want to get the params right here, and right here we want to define that the params are gonna have the store URL, and then it's gonna be type string. And when you do that, so store URL like this, and this one is going to be params, so you just type too fast. But now if I actually just went right here and console log like the params here, as you can see, and just console log params here and went to my terminal, you can see right now in the params I have the store URL param right here, okay, which is this one, which is the one we added manually, or you can do it now. Okay, so now we can actually get the store information. So I'm just gonna go const store details right here, which is going to be await and then db. We need db right there. So this function is going to be asynchronous, and then we're going to make sure that this one, let's add the comments of db here. So db.store right here, and we can use the find unique, and only we can find unique right here with the properties, as you can see right now, where, and we can use one of these properties. So if you try to use the cover, for example, and you say, oh, it is like, let's say params dot URL, okay, the store params dot store URL. If you do that, it's not gonna allow you. The reason for it, because cover is not a unique property. So you gotta make sure when you use find unique, you have to choose a property, right? Either the ID, which is by default unique, or you choose one of the properties with the annotation unique. So I can use the find unique function to find my store, either using the email right here or the URL. So now if I switch that to the URL here, it's not gonna have any problem, and I can do that with the actual store URL I am passing. So now there is no problem. Now all I need to do is to add back my store details component here. So store and then details component, and when we do that, just save and go back to my application. And as you can see right now, I get that. But what do I get? I get the one empty, because in the settings page, I want it to be already pre-filled with all the informations or the store details. So as you can see right now, we have the property data we can pass, and we need to pass the store details right here and save. And right here, let me go back to the data. And as you can see, it's gonna say that we didn't add something. Okay, but if you go back now, it's gonna work. So as you can see, some of the information is already filled, all of them. So for the store name, it is there, the description, the images, and also for the email, the phone number, the store URL, and also the featured. And you can even update something. So if you want to update the store URL, you can do that. And also you want to update the email, the phone. So let me update the phone to everything 0 like this, and save. And as you can see, saved. Let me refresh, and it will still be saved there. Okay, so it does work. So let me change this to Amazon. Please don't come after me, I'm poor. So I'm just gonna go save more save information, and let me refresh, and as you can see, we have Amazon there. So yeah, that's it. And updating, but I get this issue. I know why, but do I want to fix it now or later? That's the issue, because if you see, the type is going to be different, because when we get the data of the store, we're gonna get every single thing in the store details. But right here in the type, if I go back to store details here, we have the store data, but some of it is gonna be different, because like things like the status, we don't have it. Okay, we actually have it here. So what's the actual issue? We already have the status in the default values, and we get this because it's the same type. So stores is the same type here. So let me just make sure. Okay, string, email, boolean, several more. Okay, the other stuff are just not necessary. Oh, or undefined type now is not assignable to type. Yeah, so it could be undefined. Okay, but to fix that, actually, you know what we can do? You just simply, if there is no store details, yeah, we've done that many times, we can just simply use one of our favorite function, redirect, and go / dashboard, and then / and then seller, and then / stores, and we are cool. See, that's it. I'll fix it. It was like gonna be like undefined. That's the issue, because if it's not there, but we just make sure right here. And when we do that, we're cool. So now this settings page is working. So now if I go back here and refresh, you can even update this stuff right here for you. It will work, I promise you. So I can show you. So this is the image. I'm gonna update it. So I'm gonna go browse. Let's update it with a phone image. Okay, so done. And as you can see, it's been updated. I can save the store information, and I can even refresh. You know, as you can see, it's still updated. Don't worry, everything we code is very clean and very professional, and it will work without any problem. And one thing you're gonna love about our code is that it works very fast. So yeah, the functionalities, you're not gonna have like slow application where you want to do something, it takes ages. This is gonna be very fast because everything is done correctly. Okay, sometimes I may be sleepy, but the code I type, I know, is high quality, and you will learn a lot. So yeah, that's it for this video, and yeah, see you in the next video as usual.